My beloved Santa Clara residents, this is Nima Moridi coming at you with your June market update. Is the Federal Reserve going to increase interest rates? Because most of the economists that I follow on a weekly basis have indicated that they're most likely going to pause interest rates for the month of June and essentially see how that plays out through the third quarter of this year. So we'll see. I mean, the strong job numbers just came out for the month of June. That shows that last month we had huge employment numbers, huge new hires. So it's a curious time in the market. Some of our sectors are just in deep recessions, it seems like, and the other ones are just booming. So what does the Federal Reserve do? I don't know. I guess we'll find out when they meet in a little over a week from now, from this recording in the middle of the month of June. The stock market has rebounded so much now that we're like in the midpoint of 2023. And folks seem to be so much more interested in investing in hard assets since the regional banking turmoil. A lot of people seems like they're thinking that they can put their money into hard assets instead of staying in the bank account, because we all know that real estate is a great hedge for inflation, and they may be a little paranoid about their earnings just sitting in those bank accounts. So that's what I'm seeing on a monthly basis in the month of June. I noticed that last month and then now into the month of June as well. And we just had an open house on Millar Avenue in Santa Clara this past weekend. I had 50 groups that came by on Saturday and 42 groups that came by on Sunday. So really interested to see how this real estate market starts to play out in the month of June, because it does seem like the summer's picking back up. But that being said, let's get in the single family home numbers for the month of June in our beloved town of Santa Clara. The median list price when I last checked this morning on June 6th was $1.74 million. That means the new listings that are hitting the market are getting listed at around $1.74 million for the single family properties in Santa Clara. And let's remember, there's 3 different zip codes in the town, so that's an average of all 3 of those. That's 95054, 95051, and 95050, all combined. Last month though, I had reported $1.65 million for the month of May, so that's up month over month. The price per square foot, that comes out to $1,021 per square foot. In May, we were at $1,114, so we're down month over month. And the median days in the market of those single family homes in Santa Clara, 14 days. So the average home is sitting on the market for 2 weeks before it gets in a contract. In May, we were at 11 days, so it's just up a few days. So nothing too big, nothing too major here to report. The price reductions, 20%. That means a fifth of properties that are, when they're hitting the market, are entertaining a price cut before they get into contract. So that's 20%. In May, we were at 11%. 25 single family homes were available for sale when I checked this month in our town of Santa Clara. And that's a slight decrease from what they were last month. So the inventory is shot down a bit. But overall, we're still seeing an increase in demand for those single family homes month over month. And as I mentioned, for a few reasons, like what I mentioned at the beginning of the video, a lot more interest in buying properties, tying up to hard assets. Folks are getting those rates locked. They're starting to realize that it's going to be a new norm for a while with the higher rates, and they really want to buy and start building equity from what it seems to me. So they're just, getting the home and will refinance later once rates go down, as they're projected to in 2024. The fastest selling homes though that I've noticed in Santa Clara, there was a few properties around 1,700 square feet on like a 7,000 square foot lot. Think of your quintessential Santa Clara 3-bed, 2-bath layout, mid-century modern homes. Those are on the market for less than a day before getting into contract. So it shows that when buyers that are sitting on the sidelines are seeing a property that makes sense for them, be it with respect to schools, proximity to employers, neighborhood, they're just jumping on that, and it's not even sitting on the market. So that's really interesting to see. Now, that was for the single family homes. Hey folks, I'm so sorry to interrupt the video, but I had to tell you about this really cool product that I have called HomeBot. Now, I use this for all of my past clients. It essentially breaks down all of your financial metrics and insights for the home, whether it's the current mortgage rate, amount of equity you've made, the amount of savings you've made as being a homeowner, and percentage of principal to interest that you've paid off on the loan. There's a lot of metrics that this provides, and it's much better than those websites like Zillow and Redfin as well, because outside of all those metrics that I had just referenced, difference. Those websites can be off by like 10% plus or minus. I'm talking the most accurate data that you can get, customizable alerts about when rates drop, and if you were to refinance, how much money you can save, the equity you've made on the property, home equity lines of credit, like if you're looking to trade up or down with your existing property, or you want to pull some money out through a HELOC and go in and buy an investment. If you're interested in this, please reach out to me, because I would give you a monthly report of all of this information, obviously free of charge. My past clients love it. I'd love to offer it to you. So reach out if this sounds interesting. Let's get back. Let's switch over to the condos and townhomes. The median list price for those were $694,000 for the month of June. Last month we were at $834,000, so that's down substantially. But that being said, the price per square foot is calculated out to $859 per square feet, while last month I had reported $824. So you notice there's a big change, right? The price per square foot has gone up significantly, while the median list price has gone down. If you're curious to know why that is, feel free to book a time with me at my link at the bottom of this video. You'll find my Calendly link, and I'll answer all of your questions as to why I think that's the case. But let's keep going with the data here. The median days on the market, 49 days they're sitting on the market before they get into contract. In May, we were at 21, so this has jumped more than double. That was really interesting for me to see, and I'm gonna continue to monitor this, and we'll see how that changes through the summer months. The price reductions though, of those set condos and townhomes, we're at 25%. That means a fourth of them are entertaining a price cut before they get into contract, while last month in May, I had reported 17%. 24 condos and townhomes were for sale when I checked this morning, and that's a slight increase month over month in inventory for those condos and townhomes. While that being said, there's also been a slight decrease in demand for purchasing of those condos and townhomes. I've seen a huge increase in single family home demand and a slight decrease for the condos and townhomes. So what that tells me is folks are saving and they're looking to get those single family detached properties, which are generally in more high demand. Now, don't get me wrong, those condos and townhomes are a great way to enter home ownership and start building equity. I like to say you're always paying for a mortgage, either your own or somebody else's. So we want to make sure we can get you to be a homeowner and start building equity for yourself and for your future. So folks are most likely going towards that route. It may have to do with the huge surge in stock prices. I mean, if you work at Nvidia, Apple, Broadcom, Marvell, just to name a few, some of the companies in the near vicinity here that have just shot up, with their stock prices. And the folks are vesting those RSUs, they're liquidating that and using it for the down payment. Let's keep going. The fastest selling though out of those condos and townhomes, I saw a 1,200 square foot property around a 2-bed, 2-bath, nice large living room. And that was only on the market for 7 days before getting into contract. Now remember, the average days on the market that I had reported were 49 days. So this is getting into contract after 7. So that's quite fast. Overall, folks, I greatly appreciate you tuning in for this video. I love this type of data. I'm a data geek. I buy and sell residential real estate for my clients throughout the whole greater Silicon Valley area. So I love to know this data because I can help educate my clients and send it over to them just so they know what's going on in the market. If you folks have any questions about the market in general, mortgage rate forecasts, home price forecasts, and how they're going to be changing through this year and into 2024, book a time to chat with me at the bottom here. My link tree is located at the bottom of this video, and my Calendly link is in that link tree. So I got a bunch of links there, and you can connect with me and we can chat and I can answer any of your questions that you have. I love connecting with you people and answering that. All I want to do is provide value. So I appreciate you tuning in, and more next month in Q3 for the month of July. Thank you.